Video for HarborFinancialOnline.com. Today I'm going to be talking about state tax forms and if you're required to file a tax form in your state and some of the requirements on that. So I'm going to get the video going here. Okay, so 44 states require you to file a tax form. So you may live in one of those states that doesn't require a tax return, which is great for you. And these states, I'm going to cover. You can follow through on the slide here as I'm going through. If you don't live in these states, you don't have to file a tax return. Alaska, Florida, Nevada, South Dakota, Texas, Washington, or Wyoming. Now, you have to live in these states more than 50% of the time and be able to provide proof of residency. Usually you're going to need 3 or 4 items that can prove that residency. It's something that is looked at very closely. So you're going to need utility bills, credit card statements. The utility bills are the big thing because they can look at those bills and look at the usage reports and see if you are actually there or not. So definitely, if you live, say you live in the state of Michigan and then you have a house in Alaska, don't just go report Alaska as your full-time, your primary residence unless you really live there more than 50% of the time, because documentation would be required. So make sure that you're on the, up and up with that. States are constantly changing and updating their taxes, and especially now with the budget crisis going on in numerous states, they're trying to collect more revenue. So make sure that you're keeping updated on those taxes. It's super easy to go to their website. You can go to any state. Every state has a revenue website with all the tax laws. And they keep, like I said, keep changing those, unfortunately, but it's something you got to keep up to date with. State taxes I consider to be the most complex and the most hard to figure out as far as deductions and credits, because they're always changing those deductions and eliminating some, adding new ones. It's constantly evolving, which is why you want to do your taxes online when you're filing the states. It makes it much easier, and the chances of you making an error go way down if you do that tax return electronically. States are known for applying severe penalties for filing late, and interest. They can be the hardest, and it really depends state to state, but states don't generally let that slide by. You can file an extension with your state return without penalties if you expect a refund. Now, if you're going to owe tax and you file that extension, make that payment with the extension or you will get penalties. Again, I recommend checking out the state website wherever you live. Just put in the name of the state and revenue website. It should come right up at the top. Again, with state budget problems, these tax law changes are just been rampant, and make sure you understand in your state if you can get these credits and deductions, because say one year you had a refund of $3,000 from your state, this next year it could mean you owe tax. There's that many changes. I always recommend filing online for your state taxes, if anything, just because it's so complex with each state. And even with if you use a tax professional, they may not understand your particular state, as well as good as doing it online, because online a program's going to have those laws and changes incorporated right into it, and the chances of errors go way down. I want to take you guys to HarborFinancialOnline.com real quick. On the site here, you can do a quick online calculation to see what your refund or taxes owed might be. And, it's going to give you the state refund. It can give you any information you need for free. And then on the left here, we have articles, blog posts. So it's a great source of, any tax changes, credits, deductions that are out there. So I highly recommend checking this out if you have time. So I appreciate you watching the video. Check out the site, harborfinancialonline.com, and we have more videos on YouTube. Thank you.